This is the beginning of the mule deer rut in this area, their breeding season. I'm going up to the top of this where I was hiking a couple weeks ago. So I'm just getting ready to throw my pack on today, and tomorrow we're just kind of scouting days. I'm packing a couple game cams up on this ridge, deploying those, hiking a couple areas up here that I didn't get to last time I was up here, so I'll probably spend most of the day here. Holy cow, is it dark today? I just followed those buck tracks around. Down through here, he crossed right over that tree and went up there. And then there's a nice big scrape oak tree right there. There's not many tracks in here though. That buck went out through here. Maybe we can catch him down the ridge further. I'm gonna put the other game cam on the other side of that knob. There's an opening in a trail that goes through there, so it looked like a good place when I was up here last time. He was just right up here on top of this ridge. I don't think that's the one that left the tracks down below. Those tracks down below were big. That was a mature one. This guy's just a 2-year-old, 3-year-old maybe. But cool to see a buck already this morning up here. I was getting a little worried there wasn't much sign, but we'll carry on and see what else we can find down this ridge. It is dark and foggy today. I've only been up here one other time. These are the days when I start paying a little bit more attention about marking waypoints and landmarks, paths that I need to find my way out of here, because I can't really see anything. And if the fog rolls in and gets thicker, the maps on my phone's not working up here today. So I just marked another waypoint, and I'm gonna get my compass out and get a bearing in case the fog gets really thick. Back in the rain gear. It's raining pretty good now. I just seen that one buck up there, so I'm gonna head back up the other side of this drainage. Look around over there and weather. This is from a pretty big deer. This is about the third pile of this that I've seen. It's super fresh. Super fresh. There's a trail that comes down out of this open timber up here, so I'm just gonna see if I can stay on that trail and wander around back in here for a little while, see what we find. Got some more big tracks over on this side. Looks like there was 5 or 6 deer that crossed through this spot right here. Would have had to been sometime this morning. With all the rain, they would have been melted out more if it was longer. I just came up here today to pick up the game cams in the whitetail spot where I killed my 3-point buck about 3-4 weeks ago. I'm actually a little bit disappointed with the number of videos that were on there. This spot may not be the spot that I thought it was. I had the camera up here for almost 4 weeks, and there's only a handful of pictures on each one, and most of them look like they're nocturnal. So I got a new piece of equipment this year. It makes it a little bit faster and easier getting around through the woods without beating the crap out of my truck. But I'm just going to throw my gear on and head down out of here and get to the next spot. So there's the quad right there, and I'm gonna hike from there up to the top of those rocks, way up there, and that's the starting point for that hike. It's just creepy quiet in here today. There's nothing making any noise. Me walking through here must just be echoing through here like crazy. These tracks weren't here yesterday. Looks like a Dillons and Bonds came through here. There was another bigger track back behind me, but it wasn't going the same direction as these, so I don't know if it came through at the same time or not. Just about done hiking for today, second day. Almost back to my ride. This area up here doesn't have a lot of sign. I didn't see anything today over here. I spooked one, something winded me, snorting and blowing and ran off, but I never got to look at it. But I'm not seeing a lot of sign, but there's enough here to keep me interested. There's some big tracks in here. Not a lot of them, but some of the biggest tracks I've seen anywhere for deer. So maybe we'll give this spot a rest for a couple days, and tomorrow we'll go check the spot where I got my Muley Buck 2 years ago over here. Today is day 4 of 7. It's a little bit darker than it looks in the video. It's just starting to get close to shooting light. A little bit later time in the morning than usual with the heavy fog, and you can't see very far. Raining again this morning, just a light rain. So I brought the quad up today. Yesterday I brought the truck up. Well, it was pouring down rain yesterday. Yesterday I was back in the place, came back and hiked through where I killed my buck 2 years ago. Seen a forkhorn right off just at the top of the first clear cut that I was kind of crossing through. He was pretty chill, just kind of hanging around. Although I wasn't too sure that he didn't want to have his way with me there for a little bit. As I was walking up the trail after I got some footage of him, he kind of was paralleling me, and like he was gonna intersect the trail where I was. I tossed a couple rocks at him. He got up to it where he's about 10 yards and had that twinkle in his eye. I don't think maybe putting doe scent on my boots was such a smart idea. So, but kind of a cool encounter. I've seen 3 does on my way in yesterday. Well, I seen their butts, but and then I seen another forkhorn at the top of the last clear cut as I was hiking out last night. So the little bucks don't seem to be too spooky, skittish up here. I do think that the deer's starting to move around, although we've had so much rain. It snowed a little bit in spots up here last night that I just wonder if the bucks are having a hard time finding the does with the amount of rain that we've got. And they're not, I don't know, I picked up my game cam yesterday and there was a few videos on there, and one barely legal mule deer, but buck, but he only came through one time, and it was about a week and a half ago. So I did see quite a few tracks up on the hill yesterday, which up here, which they did look reasonably fresh. Been quite a bit of rain up here, so not too hard to tell right now. But I'm just getting ready to throw my pack on and head back up in here. And without from the game cam footage, it looks like the deer are here for 2 or 3 days and then they're gone, and then they're here for 2 or 3 days, 2-3 weeks later, then they're gone. So I think, you know, there's no patterns to them. The bucks are just moving around trying to catch doe scent. I definitely think that we're starting into the rut, and so I think if I do find some does, it's likely there'll be a buck with them. So I feel like now it's just a matter of spending time in the woods. Today marks halfway through the trip, so Need to stop screwing around and fill my damn tag. Let's get going. There's a little bit more snow up here. I'm probably 2/3 of the way to the top of this. Probably about 2.5. Oh, there's two. There was a buck with that doe. This fog makes it so hard to see. All I could see was just their outlines. But that buck was bedded right there. That doe was standing down by that stump. He was laying down right in the open there, and I couldn't see him for the fog, and then he stood up right when she started getting excited and snorting. And she pulled him down the hill. How's it get on? That's a couple of years old anyways. Cool. Falcon's gonna like that one. Came down through this clear cut yesterday before this little skiff of snow, and it looked like there was some fresh tracks in there, but we'll see if there's any going down through. About halfway down and haven't seen any fresh tracks. Rolling back home now. Last couple of days of my trip, pretty much the same as the other days. I did see deer every day, but no legal ones. Closest I came was huge body, 3-point. It was a great trip. I'm still kind of learning about the mule deer hunting. It's something I haven't spent too much time. It's my 3rd year. I've been successful 1 out of 3, although I didn't get to hunt last year because I was sick as hell the week that I set aside for mule deer hunting. But it was a great trip. I learned a lot about the area. It was a lot of fun out trying to read sign, using the game cams, you know, having that time out in the woods, hiking and exploring and looking at beautiful country. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that trip.